Jack Bert, born August 15th of 1943. He was living in California when he enlisted in the Air Force. He did this rather than dishonor his mother and father. He also did not want to fight with them. He achieved the rank of Master Sergeant and has served in Oregon, Alaska, Minnesota, Taiwan, Florida, and Oklahoma. He initially went through no motions and had to make decisions on his own. His boot camp experience was easier than most because he had volunteered and got lighter duties. He says that the food there is almost always good. He cooked his food on top of a radiator and there was always plenty to go around. He has fought in the forgotten war of Vietnam. He first flew out of California for 5 years, then moved to Taiwan, and then later went on to the Tan Son Nhut Air Base. His duties included loadmaster, flight instructor, and then a flight evaluator. He has also flown for counterintelligence jobs, monitored radio calls for North Vietnam. In addition, he has done space recovery missions, presidential support missions, and Mars, or Mid-Air Retrieval System, where a 2,000-pound device is launched out of a plane and a helicopter is to catch it. He says that one of the funniest moments he remembers is having to stop the plane to take care of a baby that had thrown up on a young sailor. During his service, he has only lost 15 men in an assault, losing 67 planes. He's been awarded 3 air medals, received 4 commendations, the Presidential Service Medal, the Philippine Presidential Service Medal, and the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal. He has stayed in contact with family and friends through the mail. In his free time, he would study the Bible, and on leave time, he would visit his brother in the Navy and his family. He became a pastor on the base. During his service, he made many great friends, especially Colonel Jim Griffin, and he met many young men. He had to teach these men how to become brave and loyal officers. He was impressed by how fast these young officers became men. After he finished September 17th of 1986, he went back to work as a civilian on the base. He flew air rescue out of the Florida Air Base until he was medically grounded. No longer being able to fly, he became an industrial engineer superintendent. He says that he is thankful for being able to be in the Air Force because he has had the chance to fly to over 40 countries, and when there were no accommodations, they would get to stay at a motel. When he went back to school, he graduated from South Illinois University and went on to the Fort Walton Bible Institute in Fort Walton, Florida. He said without the GI Bill, he would never have been able to achieve this. He currently has 3 kids, a beautiful wife, and is currently part of the American Legion. He carries a hidden gun with him for protection, and he is a preacher at his church.